Hey, welcome Broken World Entertainment. And Zachary Levi and David S. Sandberg are going above and beyond to find blame everywhere for Shazam Fury of the Gods failing horribly at the box office. Zachary Levi, in particular, though, is calling out practically everyone and blaming everything except the actual person that's at fault. He's called out bad marketing, Snyderverse fans, and now he's calling out The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. It's all their fault. So, in terms of the marketing and the fan base, somebody tweeted saying, but there is no denying that at the moment there are many Snyder fans who are happy for the failure of your film, and many of them wish that everything that is to come fails just for not continuing with the films of their director. Zachary Levi responded to that message, writing, "This is also true, sad but true. How much that actually affects the box office is anyone's guess. But I think the biggest issue we're having is marketing. This is a perfect family movie, and yet a lot of families aren't aware of that, which is just a shame." So right there, he's responding about the fans saying, yep, they're half to blame. And he also said other crap where he was calling them toxic and stuff. But this message is more him responding to the marketing. So he's blaming the marketing. Oh, because you didn't highlight it as a family movie, it's failed. But he also was calling out DC Snyderverse fans, saying they wouldn't accept anything. They're just toxic. All the usual buzzwords. Newsflash, jackass. You're a part of the Snyderverse. You've Wonder Woman shown up in this. Deep fate maybe, but she's there. From Snyderverses. In the first movie, you had what was meant to be Henry Cavill, but we still see the Cavill suit. Snyderverse. The Ben Affleck's Batarang, Snyderverse. A poster of The Flash and Aquaman, Snyderverse. You were part of the Snyderverse, you jackass. But that didn't seem to work. Nobody seemed to really agree with him. So now he's decided, oh no, wait, the reason the film bombed is The Rock. Yeah, so apparently The Rock's refusal to have Shazam appear in Black Adam and let anyone from Black Adam appear in Shazam is why the movie's bombing. Even though they were going to be post-credit scenes. So Zachary Levi on his Instagram put up a big post about the Justice Society, that Black Adam post-credit scene, that The Rock denied access to the characters and they had to change it. And he wrote on it, "The truth shall set you free." Here's what the issue was meant to be. So, as everyone now knows, The Rock refused to have Shazam appear in the post-credit scene in Black Adam. That he wanted Black Adam to stand as up. Now, one of the things is apparently he was pushing for the two to never meet, which is just gonna be impossible because they're two sides of the same coin. They have to meet. You know, their powers come from the same place. there is no Black Adam without Shazam. There's no Shazam without Adam. For our own first movie, yeah, you don't need Shazam showing up. The same way you didn't need Black Adam showing up in the first Shazam, because how come there's no argument about, well, why didn't The Rock show up as Black Adam in the first Shazam? Now they're blaming The Rock for not allowing any of the main cast to appear in a post-credits scene with Fury of the Gods. And here's the thing. The person that was supposed to show up in the post-credits scene, or mid-credits scene, because there's two for Shazam, was Hawkman. So it wasn't Black Adam. So, it wasn't Superman. It was Hawkman. They are trying to tell us that this movie is failing horribly at the box office. It's the lowest opening of a DC movie ever. And are they trying to tell us it's because Hawkman didn't show up in the post-credit scene? Hawkman. Breaking news. Superman showed up in the mid-credit scene in Black Adam. Didn't help that movie. That movie still bombed at the box office and has lost Warner Brother DC money. Superman. Henry Cavill finally returned. Did not help that movie at all. And Zachary Levi is trying to tell us that their movie is failing because goddamn Hawkman wasn't allowed to show. And what's this? He didn't allow him to show. How much power do you think The Rock has? All you just have to do is go, no, we're bringing Hawkman in. Spoiler alert, the mid-credit scene is, if you don't want to know, as I said, spoiler, it's James Gunn's wife, who also appeared in Black Adam, and she's recruiting Shazam into the Justice Society of America, but it was meant to be Hawkman. The cope for the failure of this movie is ridiculous. So it's the fans' fault, it's the marketing fault, and now it's The Rock's fault. Leaving out the one actual person's whose fault for this thing being dead on arrival's fault it actually is, James Gunn. As soon as James Gunn walked out and said, we are not moving forward with this version of Superman and Batman and stuff, Shazam Fury of the Gods was DOA. As is The Flash, as is Blue Beetle. Hey, Zachary Levi, don't worry. Blue Beetle is probably going to take the mantle of the lowest opening ever for a DC movie. And then Aquaman. They're all dead on arrival. Because James Gunn killed it. And then that slate came out and killed it even more. But here's the thing. There's one other person to blame alongside one James Gunn that they're not pointing their finger at all. And he was the producer of Shazam Fury of the God. And that is Peter Safran. So it's everybody else's fault. It's the universe's fault that this movie's failing. They think the movie is a bomb because Hawkman didn't show up. Wow. Wow. And I can't wait to see what it does in its second weekend. Woo! If it has even close to a 60% drop, this thing is going to be a disaster. And from what I understand, I believe they're pulling it early as well. That they're giving it to Amazon on, I believe it's the 12th of April. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.